In this video, we're going to be going over the Compare Occupations report. So that's going to be found right here in the Occupation tab. And if we scroll down just a little bit, it'll be down here in the left side. So this is a really cool report for looking at multiple occupations in one region and seeing how they compare against each other. So for instance, we're going to look up the production occupation. So that's 51-0000. Let's pull in the construction occupation. So we're going to say we want to look at construction and extraction occupations. And you know what? Maybe we'll also pull in the computer and mathematical occupations. So we can compare as many as we want here. They don't all have to be the same digit level. So you can see I pulled in all 2-digit level. You don't have to do it that way. That's just how I prefer to do it. So we're going to run this, and you can see the time frame over here on the left side. We're currently looking from 2008 to 2019. And here we can see how many jobs were in each of these three industries in Ada County, Idaho in 2008. And we can see how many were in 2009 as well, 2019 right here. And we can see what the earnings look like as well as of 2019. Down here we have the occupation group growth comparison, so we can see how much each of these different occupations grew or declined from 2008 to 2019. So we can see production occupations actually decreased a little bit, while computer and mathematical occupations increased by almost 40%. Right here we have the shift share comparison, so how much did these occupations grow compared to how much they were expected to grow. So this is an interesting one because we can see here that construction and extraction occupations grew by right around 1,600 jobs, but they were actually expected to decrease by about 600 jobs. Therefore, they're going to have a very high competitive effect. You can also see the same thing with production occupations. Even though they actually decreased in jobs over this time frame, they were expected to decrease by a lot more. So therefore, they have a positive competitive effect. And here, computer and mathematical, even though they grew the most by a lot, they were also expected to grow by a lot. So their competitive effect isn't going to be quite as high. If we come down here, we can see the occupation group location quotient comparison. So what is the LQ of these different occupations in this industry? Has it been growing? So we can see here's the change from 2008 to 2019. The farther right it is here, the more it grew during that time. If it's on the left here, that means the LQ actually decreased over this time. The size of the bubble is the number of jobs that were in there, and how high it is here is what the actual location quotient is. So it looks like most of these are right between 1.2 and 0.9, so they're pretty close to average overall. And down here we can see the actual numbers. So that's this report. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We are always happy to answer questions.